everyone! So today I'm going to be doing a short review on the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blushes. Now these are extremely popular on YouTube. I am sure you've already heard about them, but just in case you are late to jumping on the bandwagon or you're just thinking about being interested in like some other colors or what have you, then I am happy to be doing this review for you and I hope that you find it helpful. So first I would like to talk about my favorite one. Like, why not? Let's just talk about my favorite one. So this is called Blushing Bride, and this is a beautiful deep plum blush. I had actually never had any sort of purple toned or plum toned blush before I tried this one, Blushing Bride. I saw it on a review and I just thought, I don't know, I'm not really sure if that is for me. I thought maybe it's for more mature women or maybe for like more of a very special occasion like a wedding, but I think that was just the title that had me thinking that. But however, I went to my Ulta and I swatched this and I just thought that it was absolutely gorgeous and I just had to get it and I have not regretted it at all. I have used this quite a lot and honestly you can barely even tell, like you can still totally see most of the design that is on all of these blushes. Yeah, so I feel like this is going to last me quite a long time. It is very highly pigmented. You really only need like a small dab of your brush in here and just like apply it to your cheeks. Maybe a second dab for the other cheek, but honestly, this a little bit goes a long way for this product. And this just has a really light golden silver shimmer to it. So I've already swatched this on the back of my hand for you right here. And this is pretty true to the color that it actually is, except the camera is not picking up the shimmer. However, the shimmer is not extremely dramatic and not extremely distracting in any way. I think that it is just very flattering. So I definitely recommend Blushing Bride, especially if you are brunette. I've always said it and I will still continue to say it, that I do just think purple cosmetics are extremely flattering to brunettes. But honestly, who doesn't love purple? I think this would be flattering on anyone, especially in the winter, but I can rock this year round as long as I just put it on light-handedly, and then in the winter I can put it on a little deeper, and I just think that it is really nice. So that was Blushing Bride. Just really quickly, if you are looking for a drugstore alternative to this one, because these are high-end products, Tarte, so if that's just a little bit out of your price range, then I do suggest the Milani Baked Blushes. This is a number 7 Fantastic Mauve, and this, I believe this might be the only purple one in this line, however there might be two. I'm not entirely sure. But yes, this is just a beautiful purple blush with like some pink and some white, like baked or like marbleized in there. Yeah, this is definitely not a dupe though. I would not say that these are exactly the same. However, I would say that it is just a similar idea. So as you can see, this is the Fantastico Mauve is right here. And it is definitely a little bit more of a true purple. This one is just a little bit more of like a plum with a little bit of pink. You wouldn't think it when you're wearing it on the cheeks, and you wouldn't think if it was swatched alone, but when you are comparing the two, this definitely turns out looking a little truer purple. But they are definitely a very similar idea. However, the Milani Baked Blushes do not wear as long, but they still wear a really long time, and I've never had to touch one up. But they aren't quite the same. So the 12-hour Amazonian Clay formula, these blushes are definitely worth it. Milani Baked Blushes are a drugstore alternative, though. I think this is anywhere from like $6 to $8 maybe. Might even be cheaper than that. I'm not quite sure. You can get these at Walmart or anywhere else that sells Milani products. Alright, so then secondly, oh, by the way, this one is not in its case because I have depotted it, I guess, in a way, and put it in my Z palette. But this one still is in its case. It comes in super duper cute packaging that is pretty true to the actual blush color inside. This one is, like, even the, like, plastic is sparkly, just like the actual blushes, and it just says Tarte on the front. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, like, true pink gold blush. It's not even just pink with gold sparkle. It's like the actual color is pink gold. Like, that's the color. It's absolutely beautiful. Not too much sparkle, but definitely a very sparkly color. I just think it is gorgeous. Yeah, you don't have to worry about huge chunks of glitter. There is definitely not any sort of glitter in here, but just a very noticeable sheen. And it is just really beautiful. Still soft, though. Still something you could wear possibly every day, or with just some sort of nice, maybe neutral eye, or any sort of like pink I don't know, you can kind of play around with this, but this is in the shade Glisten. I found this at Ulta, swatched it. This was the last one that they had, so maybe this is a little bit more popular than I thought. I'd never heard of this shade, and I never really saw it in a review, but I really love this color. I am extremely happy with it. And then my last one that I own, I'm not quite as happy with this one, and I will tell you why. This is called Blissful, and this is basically a true matte blush, and this is just a sort of like a medium toned pink, like a medium shade of pink. And I don't know, it just doesn't come off on my cheeks the same way that it came off on the back of my hand. It wasn't quite what I thought it would be. However, I do think that this would be an extremely nice, just everyday, natural flush to the cheeks that just looked, yeah, completely natural, like as if you were slightly blushing, or as if you were just really healthy and just had a nice glow, or came back from a run, or, you know, just something like that. Definitely a beautiful color. I would recommend it more so for fairer skin tones, though. But it's still nice, and maybe it's just not for me, but maybe you will love it anyway. And I'll just swatch that on the back of my hand. I don't know if this will pick up in the camera. I'm trying to do like sort of a heavy swatch. You can kind of see it. But anyways, yeah, and it's just basically matte. And so those are all three of my Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. I am extremely excited to be buying Tipsy. It's like a beautiful orange coral shade. I just have not been able to find it yet. It is never being sold at Ulta when I go in there to find it. Maybe it's sold out. Maybe they don't carry it. I don't know. I just would really, really love to be able to find that blush. So one day I will, and maybe I will just knuckle down and just buy it online from Sephora or something like that. But anyways, yes, so I would definitely suggest Blushing Bride and Glisten and also Tipsy. Other than that, I haven't really been attracted to any of the other ones. There is one that's sort of like a bear color. It's like, makes me think it's called like Bareness or something like that, but I know that that's not the name. Yeah, I can't think of the name. If you know the name, comment down below. I just can't remember. But it sort of comes in like a light brown, neutral packaging. I've kind of thought about giving that blush a whirl, and maybe I will. I'm not entirely sure. But definitely Tipsy is next on my list. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope that this was helpful to you in some way. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.